Hi everyone, my name is Brianna Chu, and this is my colleague Yesica Garcia-Martinez. We are both prospect development analysts at the University of California, Irvine. And today, our Apra Byte, we will be talking about how your prospect development team can support diversity and inclusion. So why are we striving towards diversity and inclusion? As a university, we want to be able to leave a lasting impact on our surrounding communities to give people hope, freedom, and the power to redefine the odds. But more importantly, we want to promote the longevity of our efforts to continue to ensure equity and representation, not only in our donor pools, but also in our workforce. So how can your prospect development team help? These are the three main strategies we focused on. The first one is partner with senior leadership and key volunteers to create an alliance dedicated to diversity and inclusion. So a little background about UC Irvine. We are a designated Native American, Asian American, and Pacific Islander minority serving and Hispanic minority serving institution. We have an office on campus that is exclusively dedicated to support equity, diversity, and inclusion, and we call it the Office of Inclusive Excellence. With that being said, we keep a very open line of communication with our office and share our resources with one another. We establish a relationship with our senior leadership team within our development office and our key volunteers, which in our case would be our board of trustees, who have a very strong passion for diversity and inclusion. We work together with these groups to create what we call the Latinx Alliance, and this will be the example that we will be showing you throughout our video. We also share our experiences within our team to help identify areas of need. We're very lucky in a way that our staff actually has a lot of UC Irvine alums. So not only do we get to share our experiences as staff members, but also as previous students. And lastly, we know we have to be patient and persevere because change will not happen overnight. And now I'll hand it over to Yesica, who will be introducing you all to our Latinx Alliance.
We wanted to begin by showing you the mission statement for the Latinx Alliance. It is incredibly important to know what your mission is before beginning to prospect for your members. At UCI, our goal was for this to be a community support group rather than a fundraising group. And so our mission statement is to serve as a pathway to the American dream, to promote Latinx cultural and intellectual capital, and to transform the faculty and knowledge workforce of the future. As Brianna said, putting together a group to help advance diversity does not happen overnight. This is a timeline for the Latinx Alliance and what it took for us to get here. First, we saw the Hispanic Heritage Month as an opportunity to engage members of the Latinx community. We analyzed the list of individuals who RSVP'd for the Hispanic Heritage Month reception and identified and strategized for the prospects we thought could help advance our mission. Prospect Development began researching potential members, both who were already engaged with UCI and prominent members of the community as a whole who had not necessarily been engaged before. Since our priority was for this to be a leadership group rather than a fundraising group, it is how we navigated our research. Instead of looking for assets or signs of wealth, we prioritized their ties to the Latinx community in Orange County. After committing a solid group of Latinx leaders and advocates, UCI leadership began holding meetings and events that members of the Alliance, UCI, and Orange County as a whole could attend and learn from. In 2021, university leadership continues to engage our members, but now with a group of 30 plus key community leaders who are looking forward to serve the Latinx community. This is an example of how we keep our members involved. It is a live calendar which we continuously update with events that our schools and units host that could interest our Alliance members. This offers Alliance members opportunities to be involved and engage and helps us in prospect development prospect for new members. It is also a great opportunity for our members to feel like UCI is involved in the community as well because they have the opportunity to submit their events to be added to the calendar that their jobs or community engagements are hosting. And we add them to the calendar for other Alliance members to see. And that way, not only are they involved with UCI, but UCI is involved in Orange County as well.
So to summarize, these are the three things that we found most helpful throughout the process. The first one is to identify community leaders. UC Irvine is located in the hub of Orange County, so we are surrounded by several community colleges as well as a variety of corporations across different industries. So we actually made a list of board of trustees and board of directors from these institutions and organizations and handpicked people to research. We specifically focused on people of Latin identity or people who had existing volunteer experience or relationships or connections with UCI. But more importantly, we wanted to find people who had an alignment and interest with being involved with UC Irvine and a passion for diversity and inclusion. We also relied heavily on our third-party vendors such as RailSci, LexisNexis, and iWave to do our research and relationship mapping. And lastly, we took a huge advantage of our commemorative observances. Like Yesica mentioned in our timeline, an event that was happening on campus in commemoration of Hispanic Heritage Month is what started the Latinx Alliance. We were able to tap into that RSVP list and start looking at potential members to form our Latinx Alliance. And so this all goes to say that your prospect development team should not only rely on your traditional resources, but also be prepared to step outside of the bubble and be proactive about finding out what is happening on your campus or in different parts of your organization. The key is to engage with your counterparts, share data like attendee lists, and align your priorities.
We definitely have implications and future goals for this group. Our number one is that we want to make a measurable impact on the Latinx initiative on campus. The second one is that we want to ensure activity community engagement and support.
And lastly, because we have been so successful thus far, we hope to model this strategy for other initiatives on campus so that we can continue to do our part in representing everyone. So to close, as members of our prospect development team here at UCI, we are happy to be supporting efforts towards diversity and inclusion. We lean on our research skills to discover crucial information, and we engage with our campus partners and community leaders for a diverse point of view. At the end of the day, it is about how we can empower one another to make an impact at all levels in our donor pool, leadership boards, and workplace. Thank you everyone for tuning into our Apra video bite. We hope that you were able to find this helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.